No Direction Home is the informal Soho directors community.
My role on that film was, I'm genuinely proud of, but the script, what you saw, the fantastic piece of work you saw, was entirely developed by the writer-director James Watkins and Christian Colson, the original and primary producer of it. And the reason I was ever sort of approached is, so I made Waking Ned. It had been a very, very difficult place. I then got a job, fabulously well-paid job, which I enjoyed very much, did for 2.5 years, and they very kindly and gently shot me in the back of the head and gave me some money to go away. So I was sitting there, feeling a little bit bored and actually sincerely standing in my underpants in my kitchen, like Bowfinger, and the phone rang and the production manager, line producer called Paul Ritchie, up there, co-producer, accredited, rang me up, and I knew Paul from a long time ago, gave him his first job, and he said, "Are you busy?" I went, "Yeah, I'm really fabulously busy right now." He said, "Well, I'm sending you a script." So like Bowfinger, I was waiting in my pants for a script to turn up, which turned up, and it was like 82 pages long. It was almost like a novella. And it was Eden Lake, and it was great. And I read it, and I was sweating, literally sweating, as I was reading the script, which I've never had before. He'd basically been an in-house repair guy at Working Title, proper, paid. There's a problem with the script, James. And he was incredibly bright and well-educated. But he's a very, very, middle-class, well-educated boy who's obsessed with commercial films. That's all he's interested in, genre. He'll never make an art film in his life. So he was a really kind of well-respected go-to guy for repairing Working Title kind of movies. Got a bit sick of it, and then met Christian, and they got on very well. And so this was a gig for him. But he was, he had a great agent, and he got paid. James got paid for writing, didn't get paid for directing because he hadn't done it yet. So these were all these test things. So yeah, they paid proper money for paying him to write. And they paid proper crews to make his short films. I don't think he probably got paid any more to do that. So there's a lot of money being invested in him, yeah.
And was that like something that was specific to that case, that they spent money on tests and that actually made a short?
They made 2 shorts, and they weren't shorts. They were test pieces. They never went to festivals or anything. No one's ever seen them. As I say, they weren't great. They weren't disastrous, but you didn't kind of go, "Wow, that's a voice." They were just technically very good. I think Chris Ross had shot one of them, and they had a very close relationship, Chris and James. What I pledged to him is I would always pick him up in the morning, because it was very low budget. So I drove a cheap hire car, picked him up from Barnes, took him to set. Was always there, available to him, either on set or within 2 or 3 minutes walk of set, and I would drive him home at night. And he would upload in the morning and download at night, and upload in the morning and download. I think I missed maybe a day and a half of 3 trips of doing that.
So was that actually one of your main roles? I mean, in terms of looking after him, making sure he was okay?
Because I had worked, Kurt James was on Waking Ned was a first timer, Stephen Schwartz obviously had been a first timer, so I had experience with getting people through it, and I could tell him somewhat of the kind of blows that he was about to suffer.
Find us at nodirectionhome.com.